What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 4
Cuatro.
of A Couple's Take. And today we'll be speaking about something that's very important to every individual. So, today we're going to be speaking about success versus failure. So, I'd like to ask you first, what does success and failure mean to you?
That's a complicated question. You know, it's easy to be like, well, success is when you do good and failure is when you do bad. But if you look at it like that, then it's going to be hard to be successful at anything. I'm trying to rewire my brain to believe that failure is just your first attempt in learning. That's hard because I'm the type of person, like, if it's not, I wouldn't say I'm like a perfectionist. But if it doesn't really hit as I'm that type of person where it's like if we don't do it right, then we might as well not do it at all, which is not good. Which is why I have to change, because on some things it's like you're gonna mess up, you're gonna fail at.
Yes, you are.
And I'm having to realize like everything is not gonna be peachy and creams and rainbows, and so I'm gonna have to accept, like, Rachel, you're gonna mess up a lot in life. So I'm trying to think that failure is just my first attempt in learning, and as for success, that's when I do something that is meaningful and that has an impact or effect. That's what I guess I'd say.
That's a good take on that. For me, I feel like success is something where you've reached your goal or you've reached some milestone that you set for yourself.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that it's the end result, but
True.
it's somewhere that you wanted to reach and you finally got there and you see the results that came about. For failure, I feel like I agree with what you said. It's a learning experience.
It is.
You will fail over and over, like
You will.
any other successful person has said. You will fail over and over until you get where you want to be. So it's about that pushing through that process, persevering, and overcoming whatever's in the path.
Yeah,
so,
it's rough.
Yeah, that's my take on failure and success.
You already said success?
Yeah, I already said it. I said both already.
Okay, I thought you was going to say it. I was like, this is deja vu.
Do you know how to measure success or failure?
No. That's the thing I'm struggling with. Like, I don't feel like I count something as a success. Like, I'll quickly count something as a failure because I'm learning I could be a little bit more negative. I'm positive when it comes to others, negative when it comes to myself, which is terrible.
Very true.
Oh, damn.
You do.
But I know I'm like hypercritical of myself. Like, it sucks. So I'm quick to count something as a failure. But for me to count something as a success, I have to do it above and beyond for it to be considered like successful. You know, like, example, I graduated college. I am
big success.
Yeah, and I don't give I gotta sometimes think of it like it's collecting dust on my headboard and I forget sometimes. But it's like, and I graduated with a Bachelor of Science. That means it's not like a art would, all degrees can be difficult, but that means that like that's like a logical degree. That's not like a philosophy degree where it's just about thinking and stuff. It means that I had to take accounting and math and sciences. I had to take
tell them what you majored
statistics. I majored in entertainment management. I don't like to say it because I don't know if people understand it or what they think. Everybody has a different.
All I gotta say is use your brain, and you should understand what that means.
People have different opinions. If you don't know what that means, people have different opinions of what. It's a very diverse degree.
Yes,
that's
diverse.
Why it's not just me being a manager to somebody. That's what people think when they hear it, which I understand. But it's very diverse. It could be in like all sorts of things, public relations,
management,
film,
related to entertainment.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be
not that hard to understand.
True, but it doesn't even have to be. I mean, you forget how diverse entertainment is. People don't think about it. That could be social media, film, music, theme parks, ballet. It's so diverse, which is why I chose it. But, and I'm the first person. I don't give myself enough credit sometimes. You know, I gotta Because it's like, I'm the first person in the bloodline, because there was a cousin I had, she graduated, but in the bloodline, I am the first person to start college and go straight through and finish in 4 years in my whole family. Nobody else has done that. And I don't give myself credit. I kind of like shrug it off because it's like, well, I haven't found that great job, or I haven't figured out exactly what I want to do with it or where I want to go. So I like get down on myself, and sometimes I count it as a failure because it's like, well, sure, I graduated, but what do I have to show for it? And it's like, I just have to learn how to be a little bit kinder to myself, because it is a success. Whether I decide to use it or not, it's a huge success, and it's
you will thing. Use it.
Yeah, I'm hoping
you will.
But yeah, and then what was the question?
Measuring measurement of success.
So measuring success, I think, is just when I've achieved a goal, and then really acknowledging I achieved it for me, and then having an impact or having it hit, I think is what success. That's how I would measure it.
How do you measure the failures that you've come about? Like,
easily, just be like, it didn't. If it's not a success, it's a failure for me. That's how I take it. It's just terrible. But I'm a work in progress. What about you?
For me, measuring success is basically whenever I realize that I did something that improved my process.
Yeah, that's how I gotta be.
That's what I always think is success. So
that's how I gotta be.
Like me, I learn like some instruments. Like right now I'm learning guitar and stuff, but piano, it took me a long time to learn certain things, like musically. Yeah. And even then, when I be teaching you certain things, I be telling you all the time, this took me forever to learn, months or even a year to learn this, and then I'm teaching you it like this, like it's nothing.
Because I've learned it. Yeah, you got it.
It's like I always get those moments. Those are the moments that I think are success, because I'd be like, oh, dang. Oh. Nice. And then it clicks in your brain. You don't really forget it. Yeah. Like, you memorize that. Yeah.
I had that when I learned how to ride a bike.
See?
He taught me how to ride a bike. It took how long? It took a minute.
Help her.
I moved slowly.
Drive.
Woo, he taught me how to drive. Yeah. Look at you. Give it up for Hans. Teacher of the year, baby. But yeah, so that was a success.
But yeah, like whatever it is that helps me improve a little bit more, even when I learn like a certain note and stuff, and I'm like, oh crap, oh that's what it is, blah blah. Like when I'm looking at, like when I started picking up the guitar and stuff, I was like, dang, this gonna be a hard ass process to understand.
Yeah, it's hilarious that you got 4 guitars. And you had to learn how to play all of them. Yeah. It's just funny because most people start with 1.
The good thing though, like,
y'all just
I didn't get all of them. It's like people around me that's giving them to me. Like a lot of stuff I have is people around me giving me. So they bless me. I appreciate everybody that's giving me anything in this life. So yeah. But I mean, when I like sat down and just took the time to learn it and then practice here and there. I'm always practicing, but I'm happy that I started with the piano, because the piano is like the most general. Once you understand that, it's like it's the same thing, building blocks for other instruments. So yeah. The way I measure failure, I would feel like is when I'm not doing something towards something. It's like, if I set a goal and I know I set that goal and I realize a month went by and I haven't done much towards it, that's when I'm really realizing, oh dang, I'm being a failure. Like I'm not actually working towards something. True. I don't like to be like stagnant. So I like to keep moving forward, trying to learn it here and there, whatever it is. Even though I may seem like I'm pushing you or to do certain things, like I'm actually trying to make sure like we're trying to do something
forward,
moving, and not just sitting there waiting
and complacent.
Yeah,
you don't want to be complacent.
I think complacent is what equals failure. As long as you try,
that's good.
Each and every day towards something, you're gonna get better, whether you
Denzel Washington said that. Ooh,
So,
he said, what did he say?
Shout out to Dave. It's his birthday.
Oh, one my gosh. Yeah, that's my stepdad says all the time. He says 1 day at a time. Just taking it 1 day at a time. I got to start using that more.
Whatever it is.
Denzel Washington says, have monthly goals, yearly goals, but have goals. Because dreams without goals ultimately fuel disappointment. So you have to have yearly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals. He was like, sometimes your goal for the day could just be not to cut somebody else, but have goals. Well, I gotta go start listening to motivational speech again, because that's a good one. Man. Denzel Washington, what was it? Oh my gosh, it's his motivational speech when he's talking to the college. It's a really good motivational speech.
I forgot the school.
I think it was Howard. It was a black university, yeah.
HBCU, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, you just pointed out somebody very important. Some role models for success.
Yeah.
Who are some?
You want to go with me first?
Yeah, you started with Denzel.
Okay, Denzel Washington. Love him as a motivational speaker, as an actor, as everything. Denzel Washington is great. Tyler Perry, all that he has done in entertainment and stuff is very inspiring.
Head of BT now.
Oh my gosh. Shonda Rhimes. If I could say there's one person who I would want to be like in entertainment, it would be Shonda Rhimes, because her with Shondaland and all of these new and inventive shows she has created is just like my mind. And Viola Davis, they're all black. You know what I'm saying? Viola Davis is my favorite actress, and she is an exceptional actress, and the way she takes roles is like she plays them ugly roles that nobody want to play, where you have to act crazy or upset or all of these things, and she takes them and she turns them into such a beautiful work of art. It's like, oh my gosh,
she does a phenomenal
that's the way
job
that I want to work, where I just people feel something with what I do, you know. And Kerry Washington, I've never seen Scandal, but I know Kerry Washington is a very inspiring person with a beautiful, bright personality, and it's just like I'd like to be all of those people wrapped up in one.
What about Angela Bassett?
Ooh, and I mean, I could go all day. If you talk about, we can talk about Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, who else?
Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah, people getting on Oprah right now. We're gonna cut that part out.
Oprah's getting canceled. Well,
she getting canceled a little.
She pushed a lot for women in broadcasting. So.
She did. Oprah is like, no, she's definitely for one inspiring. I like Oprah, but people are mad because apparently she's a billionaire and they don't like the fact that she's asking people for donations. They're like, well, why don't you just give out?
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Who are your role models?
Me?
I can guess one automatically.
Role models?
J. Cole.
First would be my dad.
Oh.
And then
my dad, damn it.
And then I'll say, let's see.
J. Cole,
yeah.
Kanye
as
West.
an artist. Kanye.
Old Kanye.
Kanye fell off the face of the earth. I don't know about that.
He's dealing with his own.
Producer-wise, yes, he's a role model.
Old Kanye with music. You can't take away his talent.
Nope,
he does.
That boy's a genius.
Say a lot of crazy stuff, but you can't take away his talent.
Let me see who else.
I should have said Beyonce.
The Beehive.
I mean, yeah, Beyonce. I'm not a part of the Beehive technically. I won't knock nobody out if they say something bad about Beyonce. But Beyonce,
of course,
is extremely inspiring and encouraging, and that's all I gotta say.
I'll say Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
He's a big role model for this youth group. But he's had his controversial moments.
Everybody, I think, does.
Who else can I say as role models?
You didn't say J. Cole.
I said
what
J.
about
Cole.
Timbaland?
Yeah, he's cool. These are musicians.
Yeah.
Timbaland, yeah, my
people
favorite
you
producer.
Look up to. Music wise.
I'm trying to think, like, life is my dad. That's without a doubt.
Life, I don't know if I have one. It's just general life.
Yeah, I don't really have too much role models because I'm living with faith, with experience.
God is my role model.
Yes, with Jesus. God. Yes.
My motivator.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't have too much people who's a role model. But yeah.
Well.
Let's see. Reactions. Do you remember your reactions when you have succeeded or reached a goal or something?
I remember my reaction when I got my license. I was super excited. Remember that? Mm-hmm. It was like, what's messed up? I was ready to go get my license. Remember that? Because he went with me. And I had on that cute outfit. Mm-hmm. And I was ready. But they were like, no, you can't use this car because this car is not registered. All this random stuff. And it was like, dang. I was ready to take the picture. I was looking cute. Then we went again. Was it planned? I think I was just like, let's just go. I had on a sweater. My hair looked crazy. It made me take off my glasses. I had like an afro like this, but it was down in the back. It was I was going to say my hair. What this was. Anyways, but it was like huge. Mm-hmm. And so the camera's got like half my afro, half not my afro. I ain't got my glasses on, but I passed. And so it was such a wonderful feeling, like, oh my gosh, I did it.
You did it.
Or when I rode my bike for the first time. Mm-hmm. Oh man, that feeling. We got a video. You got Hans?
A funny video.
Like a mom rolling down because I'm riding down the hill and then he notices, like, wait, is she riding the bike? Oh my God!
Rachel's foot was just...
This is exactly how you sound in the video. You just like,
yep.
And it's like, oh my gosh. And he just running down the hill behind me like, look at my baby. Sound like a black mom.
A black mom or a kid that's going through puberty?
Nah, you sound like a black mama. Like, I'm so proud of my baby. That's what you sound like.
Yep, you gotta be proud of moments like those.
Yeah.
Because...
I'd be trying
to help you with your confidence.
You do. I gotta
stop acting like things are impossible. Just try it out.
I can be such a negative Nancy when it comes to me, but I'm a work in progress.
But me, I'll say like some reactions for me was when we graduated. I was happy. Yeah. I was like, dang, next step is college.
I know.
We're about to go to college. Hell, the people about to separate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was happy for that. And graduation was dope.
Yeah.
Just seeing everybody smiling.
I know.
Ready to go to the real world.
I know.
But yeah.
That's it?
Damn.
Hold up. You said, but yeah.
Hold up. When I shot my shot and I made it with this girl. Yeah.
That was a good shot.
Yeah.
He got like a 2% chance. You remember that first line?
I was Stephen Curry half court.
He was like, he was talking about basketball.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, if I shoot my shot, what's the chance that I'm going to make it? And I was like 2%.
2%.
Man, that's like a NBA final game 7
game winning shot. You feel me?
Game winning shot right there.
I made that.
You did.
What's some other reactions?
When you performed live.
When I performed, yeah, it was cool. I wasn't nervous. That was the best thing.
No.
I was happy.
He was staring at that floor.
It's always a first,
Yeah, but you should have been proud of yourself.
I was.
A good amount of people there.
That
was an achievement.
What else? What else am I happy for?
This is success.
Like when it occurs, your reaction, even failure. I mean, My reaction with failure is just like being bummed out, just like get in my head.
Yes.
The day feeling horrible, like nothing happened.
I just want to curl up in my bed.
Ooh.
And listen to sad
My
music.
first time. Okay, you finish.
Well, no, you finish. Let's finish on a happy note.
Okay.
Before we go dark.
I know, but my first time, like, when I took the FCAT 3rd grade, that was a failure moment. Oh. I got a 1 on the reading. Ooh!
Well, granted.
3 in math, but a 1 on reading.
Yeah, granted. That was when you were in what grade?
3rd grade.
How old were you?
I was, 7,
Yeah,
8?
Hans came from another country where he spoke Creole,
2 years later, so that was 2 years
So that was
after
only 2 years later, and English is not an easy language to learn. So, that makes sense.
Man, I remember I brought the results home, showed my parents, but I was crying in my room like, dang, I failed that crap.
I remember the first time somebody put an F. My teacher put an F on my progress report in middle school. Mr. Elliott for French. And I came home and it wasn't like a 50 F or a 49. It was 0.00. And I lost my crap. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't handle failure well. I don't. And I was like, I was crying like... It was bad, but how do you react when failure occurs?
I mean, now, like, since, like, ending in high school and stuff, dealing with personal life and crap, I started letting things go and letting the course of life go on. Yeah. Because look where I'm at now. I'm cooling. I ain't got no big problems.
No, thank God.
But I just let it be. It is what it is. We're going to keep moving forward.
Gotta keep pushing.
Like,
just keep
failing some things in school. Like, I wasn't no failure. I was an A student, B student.
I failed every test in math.
If I fail a test, I'm just like, dang, oh well, I tried. At least I tried my best. I read, I studied. It is what it is.
I didn't study. I just
dang.
Every test in math. I was so bad.
But yeah, I was that boy in math though.
And I should have met you in high school with math. I needed you then. But as for me, like, I was just thinking of something. So in the past, how I would take, like, remember when we both failed our IB exam? That was rough.
Technically, I ain't failed, but technically I did.
I failed. I got 3 points. It hurt me. Damn. I was going through a midlife early crisis. Oh, man. I went, you know how you know it was crazy? Wow. Guess what I did to get myself out of it? I went for a run. Dang. Me running. Yeah, exactly. Because I was so, like, distraught. I was like, three points.
Oh, man.
And so I was just running because I could not get out of my head. I was like... And it had no effect on my future, you know?
Which is just credits to help you.
Yeah, it's just credits, which I got credits. I didn't fail I got Spanish, I got English, I got biology. I was so close to getting history. That hurt me.
Me, like, I got the amount of points needed to pass, but it's just in my higher level class. Yeah. I got a 3, but in physics, I got a 4. So if I would have had a 4 in my HL class... And a 3 in physics, I would have made it.
But I forgot about that.
It's like, I was like, you know what? Whatever, I'm done with high school.
It's crazy.
I'm done with them tests.
A really good point to, like, point out is a lot of people will, like, you hone in, and when you're dealing with that failures, as we all will, which I've learned, is think about it like this. If it's something in the next 2 to 3 years that you're going to feel, then you might want to start making a course of action. But some of these things you gonna forget about. Like this, we talking about high school stuff. How has it affected us here? Not much. Not much. Like, it can help you, of course, and when you fail, it takes away something. But really think about some of these things you're not even gonna remember in the next 2 years. In the next year.
That's how I started thinking senior year. Think. Like, I won't care about this a month later or 2 months later.
You gotta start thinking about stuff like that. Because, like, you know what I want to be like so bad? What? I want to get to the point where when I fail, it's like the Robinsons. And God, hold my promise. When I have kids, I want to treat them like how the Robinsons. You remember Meet the Robinsons movie?
I think so.
Yes, I want to be like that. So which is why I wanted my friend's name. Her name is Shayla Robinson.
Shayla.
Oh, I wanted her name so bad because she was a Robinson, and I love Meet the Robinsons because every time, remember, they would fail. It would be like, you failed, yay! Remember that?
Learning something.
That was such a good movie, and it'd be like, you learned, you're growing and stuff, and it was like, dang,
yeah,
bruh, that's such a dope way. So when I have kids, I hope that when they fail, it'd be like, all right, that's just another opportunity to try again. Mama gotta learn that now. You get makeup tests,
so you're supposed to learn off those wrong answers. So.
But it's hard sometimes because people feel like, oh, I'm such a failure, and it's like, I gotta really get into that mindset where it's just first opportunity learning. I could try again. It's not over until I'm in the ground. So I gotta keep pushing.
True that. Mm-hmm. Another important thing with success is the 10,000 hour rule. Yep. Who is it from again?
Malcolm Gladwell. I forgot the book. I gotta start reading them again.
So the 10,000 hour rule basically states that you do something for 10,000 hours, you should master it, or have an abundance of knowledge towards said thing.
No, keep going. Sorry, I was just thinking about him as an author. Well, I think when you say the 10,000 rule, I think it's pretty. I feel like in the book he probably talks about it further. But I feel like as a general note, it's probably like true for most things, you know? Like if you want to learn the guitar, 10,000 hours is how much? 416 days? Something like that. Close over 400 and something. 16 to 25 days. And that's like over a year. So if you practice consistently and put a lot of intention and effort into it, I feel like 10,000 hours is good.
Mm-hmm. It should get you where you need to be, so you're comfortable with whatever it is.
Yeah, not the best master. You might not go to Carnegie Hall, but what?
You feel like what?
I forgot.
Oh my god! I mean, a lot of people will be like trying something and they want to get it
immediately.
Immediately.
Oh, that's a good point to make.
It's the biggest thing to learn in life, a life lesson.
Yeah.
It takes time to do whatever you're doing.
You know what, though? We live in a microwave generation where people want success immediately. And that goes back to our last episode with social media. You look on social media and it's like, oh my God, look at these people. They're so successful. And you think that crap happened overnight. It didn't. Like, we haven't even had that much success in life. And we're no expert. I like to say that as a subtext. We are no expert in success or failures. We've probably experienced way more failures than successes. But that's okay. Because we taking it and we're learning and we're young. And so we going to keep trying until we keep making efforts and succeeding. What?
Dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Try again. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like, we're not an expert in success in nowhere. We like, if you wake up at 5 a.m., you'll be successful. No. Because we still figuring it out. But it's like,
the one
advice, we could give is don't stop trying. You keep going. And realize that failure is
part of life.
Part of life. Ooh, that's good. Look at you. Finishing my sentences. We on that level now. Yeah.
What?
It's like Anna and Hans in Frozen, because your name is Hans.
Okay.
Like, in that scene, like, we finish each other's sandwiches. That's what I was going to say. Never mind. He don't watch Disney.
That was a
You
scene,
don't know Disney. You don't know Marvel. Oh, Lord. But it's like, so...
What?
I forgot there was something else I wanted to say.
Give you 10 seconds.
Oh my gosh. You talking about the 10,000 rule. I can't remember.
10 seconds is over. Let's move on.
Okay.
So, Rachel, what motivates you in this life?
Well, but I have not found it. I feel like this is like a direct hit to me and realizing everything I gotta grow on. So for me, I really struggle finding a motivation because I can admit I can be lazy sometimes. You can call it anxiety, you can call it depression, you can call it laziness, whatever you want. Sometimes it's like, I don't want to get out of bed. If it's like I don't have work, like it's easy. I'm not a lazy person because when I have work to do, I don't have a problem. I go to work. You know, when I was in school and in college, I took a 2-hour and 30-minute bus ride going and a 2-hour and 30-minute bus ride going back.
You know, these little things are important to when you elevate in life too. So, like with my family, like we used to walk. Then we got bikes. Yep. And then we got.
And you don't take those as like a success though.
No. And we took the bus even when we moved to Orlando too. We took the bus like it was nothing, and then got the car. Man. Now we're kind of stable. So.
Yeah. But that's successes.
Yeah, that is success.
And that's blessings y'all work for. You gotta really acknowledge that stuff. Because like my mom. She still got a crappy car, but she still got a car that run a hallelujah. Because, like, when I grew up, we had a Jeep Liberty. The windows would come down. And we had to put cardboard in the tape to keep them standing up.
You gonna tell them about the party?
Which party?
How it got stuck at my house.
Oh, yes. So when me and Hans were not together anymore first,
dang, that didn't even sound right.
Me and Hans were not together yet. He had a graduation party. I went to it. My mom dropped me off. My mom did not have a reliable car. It started, doing funky stuff. It was reliable for, like, all of my childhood, mostly. But at the end of high school, it decided it didn't need to go on anymore. And it literally died at Hans's house. And I was so nervous I had to go up to him and be like, hey, can you guys give us a jump? And I didn't really know Hans back then, so I didn't know how cool his family was. Knowing them today, I know they're very generous, kind. I say Haitians are hospitable. Hospitable? Yeah. They're very hospitable people, and so they were nice enough to drive us home. You keep taking me on to the sidelines. You got me losing my focus.
LOL. Keep going.
But what motivates me, I haven't really found that yet. I used to be like, I still haven't found it. I'm thinking that the best thing for me, though, and a good quote I heard is that action. Sometimes you're looking for something to motivate you to beget action, but sometimes you need action to beget motivation. So sometimes if you want to lose weight, if you want to start a new job, just start. Just start. That's what I gotta learn. Just start. Don't think about it too much. Don't think about it too much. So just...
It's only a new life for you. Oh.
You feeling so special with this glasses on it? Anyways, but yeah,
Drake and
so... This video gonna be like...
Nickelodeon.
So for our last topic, we just wanted to remind you guys that make sure that you pay attention to your environment. The people that you're around, how they handle success and failure.
True.
If, there's that quote, what is it? Show me who your friends are and I'll show you who you'll be, or something like that. So if you're putting yourself around people who are stagnant, who are complacent, all you guys do is talk, which I will raise my hand and say that, unfortunately, I have been one of those people, then that's not a good place to be, because then all you're doing is be getting complacency. You'll be like, we're going to work out, or we're going to start eating healthy, or we're going to get a new job, or it's like, you got to stop saying it. You just got to do it. And you want to put yourself around action people, not people who act impulsively, people who going to get it done and who going to take action, people who have goals and work towards their goals,
I 100% agree.
That's typically the case.
Well said, Miss Rachel.
Anything else you got to say?
Me, nah. I just think you gotta consider how you think of success and failure. Don't go in on yourself too much. Yeah. But yeah, just make sure you're able to move at your own pace and make sure you're getting somewhere. The rabbit does not win the race. What? The tortoise wins the race. True. Slow and steady. So take your time. I move slowly. Whatever it is.
I say that. Ooh, I'm like Sansa. I learn slowly. You don't know none of my references. Oh my God. You don't know Spider-Man. You don't know nothing. I move slowly, but I do move. No, I learn slowly, but I learn. It's like her, when she finally caught on. He don't watch movies or shows or anything. He's just play guitar.
I can't binge watch for nothing.
It's not binging.
I know, but I watch movies. He don't. I don't watch movies. He don't watch movies or shows. Watch it here and there, not a lot.
Once in a blue moon. But to summarize everything we talked about, when it comes to failure, just remember again, it's your first attempt in learning. First attempt in learning. Don't give up. I mean, we're no experts on success. We probably starting to become experts on failure. But dang. That's good. If you're an expert on failure, you know what not to do.
I guess.
Yeah. So you just learn, like, all right, don't do this. Don't do this. Though it's just life. So, yeah. Find Agreed. Something to motivate you or motivate yourself. Yeah. Work towards it. Have a good environment. Maybe have some role models. Have, some measures of what you think is success. Acknowledge your success.
Acknowledge it, yes.
Acknowledge your success. And
don't act like you ain't do nothing in your life.
Yeah, don't act like we gotta, because I was walking into this video like, why we gonna talk about failure and success? We ain't got no successes. Remember when I said that? But it's like, you have succeeded at something. It could be small and minute, but acknowledge your success and take it as a stepping stone to move forward or a building block.
Right. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching episode 4, and I hope you guys continue to tune in
every
other week.
Yeah.
Or whenever we upload.
Yeah. No. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
That's a take.
We're back.